The sacred pug, spirit of the emperor's breath, a forgotten tale from the Middle Kingdom long ago. When dragons still curled around mountaintops and emperors whispered to the stars, there lived a divine creature, said to have been born from laughter and incense smoke. A small, wrinkled dog with the face of an old sage and the heart of a lion. They called it the Heavenly Companion, but we know it today as the Pug. It's the breath of the dragon in the jade halls of the ancient Chinese imperial court. The emperor's alchemists believed that certain animals could carry spirits between realms, from the physical world into the dreams of gods. Most were great beasts, lions, cranes, tigers, but the smallest of them all was said to be born from the dragoness breath itself. When the celestial dragon exhaled during meditation, the air twisted and danced with joy, and from that joyful mist, a creature formed. It was round-bodied and wrinkle-faced, with eyes like twin moons and a snub nose like a monk, who spent lifetimes in silent thought, the guardian of the inner palace. The pug was no mere pet. According to legend, it was the only dog allowed to sit on the emperor's lap during ritual meditation. It was believed their wrinkled faces held sacred patterns, celestial maps that warded off evil and misfortune. Some say they were taught to bow like priests. Others whispered they could see ghosts in palace walls and growled only at spirits, not men. They were often guarded by eunuchs, pampered with silk cushions, and fed from porcelain bowls, not because they were fragile, but because they were gatekeepers to unseen worlds. The night they saved the dynasty, one story tells of a night when an assassin crept through the palace under moonlight. He slipped past guards, climbed the dragon stair, and raised a blade over the sleeping emperor. But before steel could fall, a strange growl echoed through the chamber, not ferocious, but insistent. The emperor awoke to find his pug standing on his chest, eyes glowing like fireflies, snarling at the shadow behind the curtain. The assassin fled, and the dynasty survived another century. From that night forward, the emperor declared, "This creature carries the soul of an ancestor. Let no harm come to it, lest misfortune fall upon us all." In time, the breed was smuggled to Europe by traders and missionaries, where it became the companion of queens and nobles. But the Eastern tale, the origin of their breath and wrinkles, was forgotten. Now they are jesters, companions, internet memes. But in the right light, when a pug stares into the distance and growls at an empty room, maybe it's not nonsense. Maybe it's remembering the court, the dragon, and the breath from which it came.